Hi, I'm Jane Muir, and I'm a business lawyer in Miami. Non-disclosure agreements, or confidentiality agreements as they're sometimes called, are fundamental to operating a business. And they're actually the first kind of contract that I ever learned how to draft. What's interesting about a non-disclosure agreement is depending on what side of the issue you're on, they have different qualities that you want. So, for example, if I'm the one sharing information, then I want the definition of what's confidential to be broad. I want it to say anything I tell you is confidential, and I want you to have to maintain the confidentiality of the information under any circumstances, and I want damages to be defined if you share the information. But on the other side of the coin, if I'm receiving the information, then I want a really limited definition of what's confidential. For instance, only written information that is marked with a red stamp that says confidential on each page. And then the way I store the confidential information would be in the same way I store my own confidential information, which is in my computer with a password, or maybe my computer gets put in the trunk of my car and gets locked. And that way, if I inadvertently violate the confidentiality of the information, then I can't be held liable. So depending on which side of this information you're on, receiving or giving, your non-disclosure agreement needs to be tailored to that situation, or else you could have issues later on. So whenever you have information to share, or when you're receiving confidential information, it's a good idea to have a lawyer review the non-disclosure agreement so that it is appropriately tailored to your interests in that situation.